What are some girl secrets guys don't know about? Drunk girls in the bathroom are the nicest girls in the world. Same in men's bathroom. Brothers for life. Some of the best friendships you'll ever have, lol. Seriously, immediate bonding. For fuck's sake, if I say I'm about to come, that does not mean change one single thing about what you're doing. Don't go faster or slower, or God forbid change the position. Just stay exactly as you are, please. Is there anything on my butt? Is code for has my period leaked? Bro, is there anything on my butt? Nah, I don't see any blood. What are you talking about? Chris, I'm not stupid. I browse Reddit. I'm super late to this party, but I lift my boobs up, so I feel like I can breathe without the weight of them. Have no idea if anyone else does this, to be honest. It's a great feeling. Once in a while I put mine on a table and I imagine this is what it feels to be free. Guy here. I do this with my belly. I don't care how terrible it looks. If you make me a card or gift instead of buying one, I will adore it forever. When my so and I were long distance, I learned how to write using a fountain pen in a nice enough style it looked old to me, and would send her love letters. She still has them. I even bought a wax seal stamp and wax, so it would look straight out of a Dickens novel. Doesn't cost a lot, but the value and effort is enough extra steps that people really value it. I suppose guys are warned about unexpected boners when they get sex ed, the same how girls are warned that discharge is normal as they are going through puberty. I see a lot of discussion about said boners. I guess the girl's secret would be just how frequent it was to go to the bathroom and suddenly your underwear was so soaked it was insane. This is talking high school / middle school age, so careful with the replies, lol. And it could dry on them and make them crusty. It could get bad enough that the underwear could get holes in them if they go long enough without being washed. Sorry for the grossness. Tween girls can be unsanitary too, lol. Edit. I feel like I should add this. BTW, the comment about how people learn about unexpected boners and discharge. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm convinced it came from reading magazines targeted at teens girls, haha. I think M was one, haha. But they used to mention the discharge all the time, and I'm sure I heard about boners from that as well. Our favorite bra hasn't been washed in 2 weeks. Edit. It is winter, so maybe I should have said 6 weeks. Oops. I told this to my male co-workers one time and they were horrified, to say the least. I'm in Texas, and this very much depends on the season. Summertime, I've gotta wash the favorite bra every week, because the boob sweat in the heat and humidity is ridiculous. Wintertime. This one hasn't been washed since November. Edit to add. Also, my classroom thermostat is broken. My room is consistently about 60 degrees now. If I complain it's too cold, they crank it all the way hot, and if I say it's too hot, they overcorrect it. So I stopped emailing about the temperature and now my room is freezing. So there's nothing gross about my favorite bra. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess I'll wash it next weekend. Takes a whole day to air dry it. And, yeah, I now my most upvoted comment is about not washing my bra. Boob acne is a thing that happens, and it's perfectly normal, trust me. Same with stretch marks around the breasts and thighs. Oh yes, the thighs / boobs stretch marks. Shaking my head at some people who say they don't like stretch marks, but they fetishize large thighs and boobs. My dude, bad news. We have so many hair related issues, plucking dark random nipple hairs, trying to line up when we shave our areas to when we hook up, to avoid guys from seeing razor burn or ingrown hairs. Before getting out of the shower we have to pick out hair from our butt crack that fell out from washing our hair, pubes growing and sticking out of our undies, pubes getting stuck in pads or liners. Hell hath no fury like a woman who shaved and didn't get laid. I shave a few days before a doctor's appointment. That way it doesn't look like I shaved specifically for them. Even though I did. I know they're not fussed, but I get sweaty down there if I don't keep things tidy, and I'm sure their day would be improved slightly if they didn't have to deal with that. If you have sex without a condom, we need a good few minutes after to let everything drain out of us. I always tell my boyfriend BRB gotta go ooze, because I love seeing the cringe. I try to come up with new ways to phrase this. So far my partner's favorite has been exorcising the semens. Gotta spice it up, you know, sluicing the juices, spitting seeds, unges, dropping the kids off at the pool, explogiamus, skeetus deletus, and of course, splish splash dropping cum from my ass. Sometimes if you fart, it doesn't escape through the fabric. Instead it rolls all the way from the back to the front with a noticeable little pop. It's never a good feeling. Edit. Apparently this happens to a lot of dudes too. Not gonna lie, I assumed the ballast stop it escaping the front. I've heard it described by people as exiting through the gift shop. When it happens to a guy, it's called toasting the almonds. Period shits. There's a reason that periods also cause lots of pooping. The lining of the uterus, endometrium, releases prostaglandins. These hormones help the uterus to contract during a period. Prostaglandins also help smooth muscles in the digestive tract to contract. This can lead to diarrhea and abdominal pain. Because nothing says that time of the month like horrible cramping both in back and front plus your colon all of a sudden deciding it needs empty right now. Literal hell. We are almost always at least a little wet. It's not that you're hot. Our bodies just need to function. Like a dog's nose? Boop. Sometimes the pubic hair gets stuck under a panty liner. Ouch. Pads that don't have wings. Oh god. It's like they make a conscious decision after they've been applied that the real way to stop the blood is to seal it shut. What about the pads and panty liners that decide they don't like blood, so they unstick themselves from your panties and roll up, so your panties get the bulk of the blood anyway? The aftermath of shaving our lady parts is a 2-week long nightmare. After 3 days of smoothness we are left with the world's itchiest stubble rubbing up against panties, ingrown hairs from the constant pressure of yoga pants and skinny jeans, not to mention the fact that our vajayjay now feels like the face of a scruffy man. Edit. All the dudes saying just keep shaving it then. IDK if you read the other replies but it actually makes it no less than 100x worse. 3 days. Bliss. I'm lucky if I get a day and a half. Same girl same. All of my hair grows at super speed. So do my nails, which is nice, but I wish I could just slew it all down. We get so turned on that our clit actually hurts sometimes. We love it when you moan and make noises during sex. Don't be the silent type. Let me know I'm pleasing you, god damn it. This is one of the number one things that get me off. Silent partners make for sad sex. This 100%. Don't men like to hear moaning from us, so why would they hold off on their end? Side anecdote, the dude couple in the apartment next door to me make bear roaring noises. Was really startling the first time it began, but is so hilarious ever since. Periods suck overall, but they are very different depending on the girl. Some women get emotional, some are completely normal, some periods last for 8 days, some last for 3 days, some girls are in extreme pain, some just have mild discomfort, some flows are very heavy, some are very light. Aka, I'm on my period can mean anything from sorry, I'm completely incapacitated, or I'm just feeling a little worse than usual. Once I was in so much pain I couldn't walk, so I decided to lie down on the couch in fetal position. A few minutes later I got the biggest urge to pee. I resigned myself to try to get up again and go when I felt a flash of pain down my entire back. I tried once more and again, a flash of pain that prevented me from uncurling myself. I stayed like that, unable to move, for 20 minutes with a very full bladder. When I did manage to get up I struggled with walking upright, so I just hobbled to the bathroom. Meanwhile, a colleague from college was perplexed hearing us girls trade horror period stories because she never felt any pain. No bloating, no migraines, nothing. It really is completely different experience for every woman. Might not be a girl exclusive thing, but I personally need a lot more foreplay to actually enjoy sex. Most of the time I can't get off from strictly penetration, no matter how badly we both want it. Can we bring back dry humping? It never left. The dry humping is coming from inside the house. I think most girls appreciate emotional support in those situations more than advice. When I'm crying I don't want my partner to tell me what I should do. My wife says I don't want you to fix it. I just want to tell you about it. Took me a while to get used to that. Same reasoning applies to daughters. Underboob sweat is a thing. Screw just underboob. Cleavage condensation is a bitch. Some dudes have that. Can confirm. Some women have larger labias and sometimes they get stuck in our underwear. It's very painful and extremely uncomfortable. And then we have to either walk funny to try to get them unstuck, or walk very carefully to somewhere where we can just stick a hand down our pants to get things sorted. And don't get me started about getting stuck in lace underwear. I've got long labia minora, and they're a pain. Like I've considered surgery pain in the ass. I have to squish them around just to be comfortable on a daily basis after every trip to the bathroom, and the amount of times they've gotten in the way mid-sex and almost ripped off because there was a sudden dry patch. I have the same problem. It also makes riding a bike super uncomfortable for me. It just squashes them. I've thought about surgery as well, but it's so expensive and done under local anesthetic, which I don't like the idea of. I'm really self-conscious about it around my partner as well, but I'm too shy to bring it up with him. I don't think it likely bothers him at all, but I've heard so many guys say such shitty things about girls with long labia. I can't help feel bad about it. This thread makes me feel so normal. Phew. Thank you, ladies. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like, so Bo Nugget the cat will give you good wishes.